Hey guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to talk about the subject of what is love? What is love to you? Well, for me, love is caring for people around me, as well as caring for my family, which we call the loved ones. But basically, caring about everything that's around you and not destroying it. It's simple to say, but a lot of people don't really follow it. Think about it. How much trash do you often see on the floor? Is that love? I don't know. If you really think about it, you're living on this world, so why would you throw your stuff on the floor? You don't really throw stuff on the floor of your living room. I guess some people do, but if you do throw stuff, usually it's not trash and dirty diapers and stuff like that, or old furniture. So that's not love. But I think love is basically trying to take care of the things around you, be they material as well as your city, and also the people that you love around yourself, such as your family, friends, and just all the animals of this world, including ants and flies and all the things that we sometimes try to kill in our house. And yeah, they shouldn't be there, but I always feel like the world is where life is so precious, that I'm kind of Buddhist in that way, where I don't really like to kill those things. It's kind of tough, but that's me. I guess I try to love everything around me, but should we give more importance to our family and friends, the close people that we're around, or should we try to love every person, be they an immigrant, be they a homeless person on the street, a stray cat, a dog? You're not able to help everybody out. It's impossible. It's just not something that we can do by ourselves. But I do think that if people had more love, they would actually create a better place, because we do have an abundance of food. We do have an abundance of houses that are empty. We do have an abundance of money that will not be used, or actually is sometimes even repossessed by banks, because maybe somebody died and they don't really have any family, or their family might even be from another place, and they don't really go seeking it, so it gets taken by the bank, which is kind of funny in a way, because it's not really correct. I almost feel like if something happens to someone who passed away and there's no person to get the inheritance, it would actually be more beneficial to the world if it went to organizations that maybe help locally homeless people, or could create jobs or something like that, so that it doesn't just make the rich richer because they have enough money already, to be honest. There's a certain point where it just becomes a collection of cash, and it's almost a sickness. But going back to the subject of love, I think that's what it is. It's trying to treat everyone equally, and of course you're gonna always try to treat your family or the people who really have shown to care about you probably even better than the other people, which is kind of natural. Obviously we try to help out friends and family first, but at the same time, and also one thing that I haven't spoken about too much is what is love and loving yourself. That's kind of important too, if you really think about it. If you can't love yourself, it's going to be very hard for yourself to love someone else, because if you're hating yourself, then you're already full of hate in some way, and you might feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, and you don't really react properly when you are in that kind of a condition. So it's important to realistically just understand that you need to be able to love yourself first before you can love other people. So you do need to be able also to help yourself first in some way, because if you think about it this way, okay, if let's say you just love but you hate society and you just don't want to get a job, well, guess what? Okay, maybe you're kind of full of love in your romantic way, but you're not really able to help out people, because how can you help out people? Yeah, you can go to shelters and give them blankets and stuff, but I really doubt that if you're in a position where you're so poor yourself that you're not going to be able to actually have time or the want or desire to help these other people, because you're not actually mentally there. So yeah, it doesn't take much money, or it doesn't take any money in some way to give your time. But if you're completely broke yourself, and let's say you're at the point where you're not even able to maybe have enough food for yourself, you're barely scraping by, well, guess what? You might be just accepting your minimum wage job, and you'd just be basically trying to be in the survival mode yourself. And if you're in survival mode, you're not always able to help. And that being said, which is kind of a double-edged sword, is that at one point when I was a student in America, I was very, very low with money. And I have a friend who let me stay at his house, and by all means, he was not wealthy at all. We were staying in a 0-bedroom studio apartment that had a kitchen, but 0 bedrooms, so just a sort of like little small living room. And we were 5 people most of the time, 4 to 5 people. So, you know, when you get to that point where somebody who doesn't have money still feeds you, you're kind of thinking, wow, now that's love. And I did go to places that are a little less wealthy, and I did notice that a lot of those street stands and stuff like that, even though they may not have a lot of money, they will always invite you to have some food, grab some tea with them, just talk, and you don't even need to buy anything sometimes. And it's very human, because what's more human than sharing some food with somebody else and talking to each other? I think that's something that we sometimes miss in this world. We're literally the same species in some way as humans, and we live in a big city, and at the same time, what's crazy is that we see all these people around us, yet they're all strangers to us. How many people do we know from our neighbors? We don't know that much. But yeah, that's what I think about love. I hope that hopefully one day we'll get into a society that just loves so much that poverty in the way that we have it in this world will not exist anymore, and that people will just be peaceful, happy to be around each other. And yeah, that's what I have to say. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.